Mark, how does this race look?
It looks terrific. I mean, it really is. And I just want it to keep going. I don't want it to end. I wish it was like baseball.
You know what? Election Eve is more fun than it used to be. In terms of the last projections of this race, honestly, you're forgiven if you want to stop paying attention to that now. But at 538.com, for the record, they say the chances Hillary Clinton has of winning the presidency tomorrow, 70%. The New York Times, they say Hillary Clinton's chances of getting elected president tomorrow are higher than that, 84%. But like I said, you are forgiven if you want to ignore projections at this point. The closer we all get to waking up tomorrow, the less value there is in speculating about what might happen tomorrow, right?
Where do we stand? This is where we stood coming into the night, 268 to 204. So clearly an advantage for Secretary.
I'm just talking purely about the numbers.
Okay.
The fact is that they are getting the numbers they need and the numbers they want out of the states, and the race has stabilized in their favor, and they're just counting the hours until Tuesday.
So you saw
and we should
poll down double digits, 12 points in our tracking poll, and it shows the arguments your father is making right now are not working. So how do you turn this around in the next 2 weeks? Most polls do show most Democrats going for Hillary Clinton right now. Do you think you might be living in a bubble of your own support? Where does your forecast have the race right now?
So we show about a 3-point lead nationally for Clinton, and she's about a 2-to-1 favorite. The Electoral College math is actually less solid for Clinton than it was for Obama. Donald Trump 4 years ago. We're terribly safe position.
Yeah, you give her about a 65.7 about chance to win. This is the variability we've seen here right now. There have been a lot of other forecasts out there: Princeton Election Consortium, Huffington Post, several others, and New York Times. Yours is much more bullish for Donald Trump and more cautious on Hillary Clinton than theirs are. Why?
Because we think we have a good process. And look, you have some forecasts that show Clinton with a 98 or 99% chance of winning. That doesn't pass a common sense test.
Very bored of the polls. I think none of us need to take any notice of them whatsoever. We learned that in the UK with Brexit. We learned it indeed with our general election. What I will say, having sat in the Republican convention in Cleveland and watched your news network, it is entirely biased, I think, in coverage. And I think Trump's doing a great job. And I think what we saw today from him...
We talk about the tape that was released on Friday. The Access Hollywood.
I literally don't care.
You don't care that he talked about groping women?
You know what? Because I have brothers, and I can guarantee you, my dad was a basketball coach, and I can tell you with confidence, they all said the same exact type of stuff.
Then took a page out of Trump's book and blamed us, the media, for vilifying Trump.
You guys hold a trial. You guys find him guilty.
Not trying anymore.
No, but that's what the media does. They take words and they make a huge leap over basically a Grand Canyon, and they said he's a sexual predator. It's never happened. He said a few words that he regrets.
And he was a woman calling us, the media, vultures and cowards.
Get your butt down there and you interview her. Give her the respect she needs. If you're not here to interview military, leave. Leave. You're here about Hillary Clinton. We're here about Trump and our military. Leave.
I'm here about Trump
leave.
as well.
No, you're here about justice. Because you don't have a heart.
Why do you guys constantly lie to us?
I don't constantly lie to you.
Why are you working for Clintons? You are.
Okay.
You guys are liars. You are biased. And we're not dealing with it no longer.
Those who
and then the day that the Hillary WikiLeaks come out, you know, all of a sudden people start coming forward. I think you'd have to be really naive to think that one and the other, you know, weren't coordinated together. I mean, I think somebody would really need to be naive. But the depressing thing for me is how much time the press spends on that topic, yet the DNC has an operative on a hidden camera that comes out bragging about how they incited violence at the Chicago rally, a rally that got police officers punched, a rally that got people hurt, and no one even talks about it. I mean, you see these disgusting tactics used by the DNC. As a civilian, I'm totally shocked.
Continuing to ramp up the rhetoric and tweets and speeches
Senator Jeff Sessions joined the chorus yesterday saying they are attempting to rig the election. So who are they and how are they doing this?
Well, I think they are the news media. This is not about election officials at the precinct level. This is about last Friday when the networks spent 23 minutes on the Trump tape and less than 1 minute, all three networks combined, less than 1 minute on Hillary Clinton's secret speeches. Trump's major complaint about the election is not polls, it's not at the poll level, it's at the news media level. This election is being rigged by the national media, who are doing everything they can to suppress bad news about Hillary and everything they can to maximize bad news about Trump.
You just heard me talk about WikiLeaks with Tim Kaine.
Yes, you spent how long of that session on Trump and sex, and then how long of that section?
We've spent a lot of time in recent weeks and months talking about the education gap among white voters. How does that look at the end, and why does it matter so much?
It's very significant. It's different in different states, but let's look at those numbers. If you bring them up, whites with a college degree, Hillary Clinton, 51 to 41, a 10-point lead over Donald Trump. This is, again, NBC Wall Street Journal data. 10-point lead there. This is a constituent.
About why he's doing so well with working women, educated women in Florida. When you look at all of the things that Trump has said.
Do you think you might be living in a bubble of your own support? Do you think you might be living in a bubble of your own support? Do you think you might be living in a bubble of your own support?